Hi neighbors, this is Jessica in Communications for the City of Battle Creek, and this is the City Commission Agenda Preview for the June 6th regular City Commission meeting. If you're new to these preview videos or need a reminder about the different parts of our agendas, check out the link to our intro video down in the description box. You can follow along with the agenda on our website, battlecreekmi.gov. Visit the Your Government tab, Mayor and City Commission, then Agendas, Minutes, and Videos. If you click under Online Agenda for the date of the agenda you want to see, what you're seeing on the screen right now will pop up. For June 6th, the Commission will present 2 proclamations at the meeting: Men's Health Month, which is in June, and Juneteenth Family Day on June 17th. This year's Juneteenth celebration is set for Claude Evans Park on June 16th and 17th, and city offices will be closed on Monday, June 19th, in observance of the Juneteenth holiday. We have one ordinance adoption on the agenda. This is a follow-up to its introduction at the May 16th Commission meeting. This is related to updating our city ordinance about alarm systems, specifically fire and burglar alarms. Our police and fire departments have been part of meetings in recent years about this law and the current problems with it. Because our staff have responded to a large number of false alarms because the systems haven't been permitted and inspected properly, the updates would increase false alarm fees and penalties related to multiple responses to defective systems. This would also update the registration process, installation standards, the inspection process, and would reestablish the City Alarm Safety Board. The members of that board would be the fire chief and police chief or their representatives, a city commissioner, and 2 city neighbors. Moving on to the consent agenda for June 6th, it includes minutes from a previous meeting, the city manager's report for the evening, and resolutions 150 to 158. Briefly, those offer consideration of the following. 150 would allow payment of 2 invoices totaling just under $80,500 for an emergency repair to a sewer pump station on East Michigan Avenue, and Emmett Township will reimburse us for this. The rest of the resolutions on the consent agenda are to approve budgets for authorities related to special city districts. 151 would approve the 2022-23 amended budget for the Battle Creek Brownfield Redevelopment Authority. 152 would approve the upcoming 2023-24 budget for the Battle Creek Brownfield Redevelopment Authority. 153 would approve the current 2022-23 amended general operating budget for the Battle Creek Tax Increment Finance Authority. And 154 would approve the upcoming 2023-24 general operating budget for the BC TIFA. 155 would approve the current 2022-23 amended capital projects budget for the BC TIFA. And 156 would approve the upcoming 2023-24 capital projects budget for the BC TIFA. 157 would approve the current 2022-23 amended budget for the Battle Creek Local Development Finance Authority. And 158 would approve the upcoming 2023-24 budget for the LDFA. Next, we'll move on to the resolutions not on the consent agenda, numbers 159 to 167. Reso 159 will consider approving a change in our fee structure for building permits, moving away from the charge per square foot and using the standard valuation model, which is also an industry standard. For example, under the current model, a 4,000 square foot commercial remodeling project would have the same fee amount as new construction of the same size, but each project might have a different cost and level of construction. There's a great frequently asked questions document that's attached to this item on the agenda that will give you more information on that. Reso 160 will consider approving our fee, bond, and insurance schedule for 2023 and 24. This has the most current rates for the city's various service fees and more. Reso 161 will consider approving our city budget for the coming year, 2023-24, including our millage rates, general fund budget, and special fund budgets. You can learn more about our budget through our 4 video series that's on our YouTube channel now. Resos 162 and 163 will consider either approving or reversing the denial of a Freedom of Information Act request for plans for the city to supply water and possibly sewer to the site near Marshall for the Ford Blue Oval project. The city denied this request at first because we believed the documents did not exist that the person asked for. After appeal, staff did determine that documents might exist, but are actually covered by the FOIA allowed exemptions related to trade secrets, information designed to protect safety and security, or the integrity of information systems, and related exemptions. The Commission will approve one of these two resolutions and defeat the other. Reso 164 will consider approving a special use permit for New Level Sports Ministries on West Michigan Avenue for a parking lot in a downtown commercial district. The Planning Commission considered this on May 24th and recommended approval. Reso 165 will consider approving a grant agreement for $147,000 with Neighborhoods, Inc., which will provide a case manager for 3 years. This person will help eligible neighbors with services in an effort to promote stable, healthy homes and neighborhoods and prevent homelessness. This is a part of the Home American Rescue Plan COVID-19 recovery funding from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Reso 166 will consider approval to fly the Juneteenth flag at Claude Evans Park on Washington Avenue from June 7th to June 30th. Reso 167 will consider approval to fly the Pride flag at City Hall from July 3rd to July 31st. You might not know that BC Pride and our communities celebrate Pride Month in July instead of June, so that neighbors can attend other Pride celebrations during the month of June. That's all for the June 6th regular City Commission meeting agenda. For more information and to see more detail and documents related to each agenda item, please check it out online or get a paper copy in the City Clerk's office at City Hall. Thanks for joining me for this City Commission workshop preview for June 6th, 2023. Watch the City Commission live or as replays on the City of Battle Creek, Michigan YouTube channel and get connected with your City of Battle Creek.